Hello and welcome to our demo video. In this video, we will explore how OCR data discovery works in data sunrise, and you will see how to use it to identify sensitive data in images. So we will discover everything from how OCR works in data sunrise, what are the available engines that we use, and also a step-by-step guide to configure things in data sunrise. OCR or Optical Character Recognition is a powerful technology that identifies and extracts text from images. It enables systems to process and interpret information from the scanned documents, like images of the identification cards, credit cards, invoices, and making it easier to analyze the textual data for further usage. Therefore, data discovery has OCR feature in Data Sunrise. With this feature, you can configure tasks in Data Sunrise to search for sensitive data within images. So these images can be stored in various locations like Amazon S3, Google, Azure Cloud, and also local storages. So with this OCR feature, you can identify the personal information, credit card information, and other kinds of sensitive information that are located in the images file. And it also helps you to maintain the compliance and enhance data security. So in Data Sunrise, we have two OCR processing engines. First one is Tesseract and another one is AWS TextStrat. Each has its own advantages and disadvantages. Firstly, at Tesseract, it is an open source OCR engine that is integrated into Data Sunrise by default. It runs locally, so it offers a cost-effective solution without any additional infrastructure expenses. It also supports multiple storage types like Amazon S3, Google, Azure, local storages as well. However, since it relies on local CPU and memory, so processing large files can be a little bit slower, and the performance will be also depend on the availability of the system resources. And on the other hand, we have Amazon Test Track. So for those who need faster processing and cloud scalability, they can use Amazon Test Track for OCR data discovery. So as a cloud-based service, it will offload processing to AWS infrastructure, so we don't need to worry about the additional hardware. However, since it is an AWS paid service, so you have to pay for the additional cost in AWS. And currently, it works with images stored in AWS S3 storage, but we have a plan to support the other storage locations as well. Okay, now let's go to Data Sunrise console and configure the OCR data discovery together. But before we configure the data discovery task, we have to configure the storage location where we're going to search for the sensitive data. So in this video, I'm going to use Amazon S3 as the storage location where I store the images and want to extract the text from these images. Okay, and then we can configure the data discovery task. So go to this data discovery tab, and under the periodic data discovery, you can create new discovery task from here. For now, I have already created one, so let me explain the configuration of the task. So firstly, we have to give the logic and name of the task, and you can choose the data summary software where you want to execute this task. And then we have to choose the storage location where we located the images and extract the text from these images. So I have added my S3 storage here. If you haven't configured it yet, you can click on this plus button and add the storage location here. In this strategy, is not important as we are going to extract all the text from the images and find the sensitive data from there. But you can change this one if you want to stop as soon as it found the sensitive data, or if you want to continue the discovery test. So for now, I'm going to go with the match or attributes to keep the data discovery test executing when it finds the sensitive data. And the other are default. So, and also you can play with the text mode here. So for example, if you don't want to search for the sensitive data in the already executed files, already scanned file, you can choose the incremental mode. For now, I'm going to go with the standard mode. And next, we have to provide the S3 bucket name and the directory of the folder where we store the images. So I provide the directory of my images here. And another important thing is we have to provide the principal that this data discovery gonna use to search the sensitive data. So we have two options as usual, security standard information types. You can choose any option that you like. For now, I'm going to go with the security standard. And next, if you have requirement to export this notification of the test to the external email or the subscriber, you can define the subscriber setting here. And if you don't want to manually execute this data discovery test, you can define the frequency of this data discovery test to run automatically in this frequency tab as well. And now let's go to the parameter part. And as we are going to use the OCR feature, we have to enable this parameter. This will enable the OCR feature for the data discovery test. And let's also examine the other parameters as well. So we have three other parameters along with the OCR feature. Okay, so first let's talk about the document detector parameter. So this parameter will help you to automatically filter out the images that do not contain the sensitive data. So it is helpful if you have like a mix of images with sensitive data, also without the sensitive data. So in this way, you can reduce the computational load and focus only on the images that are likely to contain sensitive data. And next we have MRC detector parameter. So it is useful when you have images like passport document, passport images. And with this parameter, we will be able to extract the information from these kind of images without having any issues. And we also have similar parameter for the credit card as well. So if you have images for credit card, financial documents, then you can enable this parameter and data sunrise will detect and secure the credit card information and other financial information from these kind of documents. So in order to demonstrate, I have enabled all these parameter and run the test. So let's see the result. So in this section, you can see the detail of the test, so the time taken of this test and on which server it ran and so on. And in this dashboard, you can see we have three images. So it was able to scan for all the images in the folder, and it found these kind of sensitive documents, sensitive information. So let's see the detail. And we also have three tabs here. So if you have any errors, you can see the error in this tab and the reason of the failure here. For now, as we have no errors, let's see the result. So in this file column, you can see the directory of the image where we found the sensitive data. Please click on this icon to find the more detail. And here we found this number, and it is identified as the social security number based on this kind of security standard. Let me also show you the original image. So this is the original image, and as you can see, the previous number that is detected by the data discovery tag is this number, the social security number written on this image. So for the credit card, we have to find the credit card number from the image. So this is the credit card information that we found. Let me also show you the original image and compare with the original one. Okay, so this is the original image, and as you can see, the number written on the credit card image is identified as the credit card number and found by the data discovery test. And we also have another image, PNG format image. Let's see the results. So here we found several phone numbers. As you can see, there are several phone numbers written in this form. So these are detected as the phone number, and some information which may not be the phone number can be also detected as the phone number. So in that case, you can mark as a false alarm. So in this way, we can find the sensitive information from the images. Right now, we have run the data discovery task for OCR using the native OCR engine, which is Tesseract. So if we want to switch to the external OCR processing engine, Amazon TextRed, then you have to use the parameter. So instead of native one, in order to use the Amazon text wrap, we have to enable this parameter. And if there is situation like the external OCR engine cannot process the image, then you have to enable this parameter. So this parameter will tell the data sunrise to switch to the native OCR processing engine again if there are situations like external OCR cannot process the image. So OCR data discovery is a powerful feature in data sunrise. However, we still have some limitations. Currently, this feature works with standalone images like JPEG, PNG, and other image files. And also, we have a plan to develop and release the OCR for PDF and document files as well. So later on, you will be able to run the data discovery test for the images that are embedded in this kind of PDF and document files as well. And yes, that's all for how to use OCR data discovery in data sunrise. I hope you find this video useful and hope to see you in next video. Goodbye.